So sine rule and cosine rule give a relationship between the angles of a triangle and sides of the triangle. So let us discuss them one by one. So sine rule. Okay, so suppose I have a triangle ABC. So ABC is my triangle. Now, as you can see in this figure, there are three vertices of this triangle, which are denoted by A, B, and C. And the three angles are angle A, angle B, and angle C. So angles are represented by capital letters A, B, and C. The side opposite to angle A is BC, which is denoted by small a here, as you can see in the figure. Similarly, side opposite to angle B is AC, which is denoted by small b here, and side opposite to angle C is AB, which is denoted by small c here. So sine rule says that sine of an angle divided by the length of the side opposite to that angle is constant. So sine A by small a equal to sine B by small b equal to sine C by small c. Okay. So we'll try to prove this. Okay. So it can be proved very easily. So what I can do from A, if I drop a perpendicular to BC and call this as AP. Now area of the triangle, area of triangle ABC can be written as area equal to half into perpendicular. Perpendicular is AP into small a. Small a is base. Okay. Now AP is small c into sine of angle B. Okay. Because triangle ABP is a right angle triangle, and this side can be written as C sine of B, C sine of angle B. Similarly, it can, in this triangle APC, this AP can also be written as B sine of C. Okay. So area A can be written as half AC sine B or half AB sine C. Okay. Now I can also drop a perpendicular from B to side AC and call it Q. So similarly, area of the triangle can also be written as, so AQ is how much? AQ is C sine of this angle A. So it can also be written as half AC sine of A. So multiply by 2 upon ABC. So if I multiply this entire equation with 2 upon ABC, I will get sine B by B is equal to sine C by C is equal to sine A by A. So this will be BC. So this is known as sine rule. So this is a very simple example of sine rule. So we have a triangle whose two angles are given as 60 degree and 45 degree. This side length is given as 10 and you have to find x. Okay. So sine of an angle divided by length of opposite side. So this is 60 degree, angle is 60 degree and opposite side is x. So sine of 60 degree by x will be equal to how much?
So root 3 by 2 divided by x. That's x root 3 divided by 2.
Sine of 45 degree divided by 10. So x will be sine 60 divided by sine 45 multiplied by 10. तो इसको निकाल सकते हैं √3/2 1/√2 into 10. तो 10√6 हो जाएगा ना, कितना आएगा, नहीं √2 10√3 by √2 ये आ जाएगा, ठीक है 5√6 आ जाएगा आंसर, कितना आएगा?
Yes, sir, 5√6.
X is 6. So any doubts in this, please ask. Now we will discuss another rule related to triangle, and the name of the rule is cosine rule. So again, this is a triangle ABC, and I will use the same convention. The side opposite to angle A is small a, side opposite to angle B is small b, and side opposite to angle C is small c. Okay. Now suppose if I drop a perpendicular from A to this side BC, then I can call this line as AP. Okay. Now, what is BP equal to? What is AP equal to? Can you write AP in terms of this angle capital C? So AP can be written as B sine of C. This is B sine C. Is this clear or not? Is this clear why AP is B sine C? In this triangle APC, AP divided by AC is sine C. So AP will be B sine C. Can you write PC in terms of this angle C and B? PC will be how much? B cos of C. So this PC is B cos of C. BP कितना होगा? BP will be A minus B cos of C. Now in triangle ABP, so ABP is a right angle triangle. Square of hypotenuse will be equal to C square will be equal to AP square plus BP square. So C square can be written as AP. AP is B sine C square plus BP. BP is A minus B cos C whole square. तो इसको अगर हम सिंप्लीफाई करें, इट विल बिकम B square sin square C plus A square plus B square cos square C minus 2AB cos of C. Okay. So B square sin square C plus B square cos square C will be equal to B square. So C square can be written as A square plus B square minus 2AB cos of C. Or I can also write cos of C is equal to A square plus B square minus C square upon 2AB. So there is a particular pattern in this particular formula. So if I can write C square in terms of a, small b, and cosine of angle C, then I can also write small a square in terms of small b, small c, and cosine of angle A. So can you write small a in terms of cos of A? कैसे लिखेंगे? इस फॉर्मूले को देखो, जैसे यहाँ C था तो यहाँ स्मॉल a स्क्वायर हो जाएगा. सो स्मॉल a स्क्वायर इक्वल टू C के अलावा जो बाकी दो साइड्स हैं वो कौन सी हैं? The other two sides are small a and small b. यहाँ पे here we have a and other two sides are small b and small c. So a square equal to small b square plus small c square minus 2 bc cos of a. Or I can write cos of a equal to b square plus c square minus a square upon bc. So both these formulae, this cosine A formula and cosine C, both are same. Okay. Just by looking at the formula for one angle, you can easily derive the formula for any other angle. Similarly, can you tell me what will cos B equal to? Cos B.
So it will be
A square plus C square minus B square
b
divided
square
by 2AC.
2ac.
So basically, this is a problem based on the cosine rule. And this is a triangle. Let us call this A, B, and C. And two sides AB, length of two sides AB and BC are given as 10 and 20, as you can see in the figure. And the measure of this angle is also given. Angle B is 60 degree. We have to find this side AC, length of this side AC. So cos B is equal to A square plus C square minus B square divided by 2AC. This is cosine rule. So this side is opposite to A, angle A. So its name will be small a. This side is opposite to angle C. So its name will be small c. And this is basically B. The cos of B is cos of 60 degree equal to small a square, which is 20 square plus 10 square minus x square by 2 into 10 into 20. X can be found very easily. Please
So
find
10
out
root 3.
X is
10 root 3.
10 root 3. So the next topic that we will study is coordinate geometry. So I think all of you are familiar with distance formula. So this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis. So distance formula, if I know the coordinate of 2 points P1 and P2, suppose the coordinates of P1 are x1, y1 and coordinates of P2 are x2, y2, then I can find this distance P1, P2. Okay. So P1, P2 कितना होता है? P1, P2 is equal to under root of y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus
x2 minus x.
whole square. Okay. So this can be easily proved using Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So coordinates of this points are x1 and y1, which means that this length is x1 and this length is y1. Similarly, coordinates of this point are x2 and y2. It means that this length is x2 and this length is y2. Okay. If I complete this triangle like this, so let us call this P1, P2 and this as P3. So P1, P2 whole square will be equal to P2, P3 whole square. So this P2, P3, this length will be how much?
y2 minus y1.
Y2 minus y1. And this length is x2 minus
x2 minus x1.
Okay. So P1 P2 whole square will be equal to this length square plus this length square. So from here we can easily calculate the length of P1 P2 in terms of x1 x2 and y1 y2, which are the coordinates of points P1 and P2. So this you already know. Now we will start discussion about straight lines. Okay. So what is inclination of a straight line? So inclination of a straight line is defined as the angle that line makes with positive x-axis. Suppose this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis. Suppose there is a line L1. What is the inclination of line L1?
30 degrees.
30 degrees.
30 degrees. Okay. Suppose this is line L2. What is the inclination of line L2?
30.
60 degrees.
Think one second. Okay.
Sir, 60 degrees.
Read the definition of inclination. It is the angle that line makes with positive x-axis. So this is positive
So no.
x-axis. So for
Yes, sir.
L1, this is positive x-axis and this is L1. So this angle is 30 degree. Now for L2, this is positive x-axis and L2 is like this.
So 150 degree.
So inclination of L2 is 150 degree. Okay. Now what is slope of a line? So inclination is always an angle between, it is between 0 and 180 डिग्री. इंक्लिनेशन हमेशा 0 और 180 डिग्री के बीच में होगा एंगल. ठीक है. स्लोप क्या होता है? स्लोप इज इफ थीटा इज इंक्लिनेशन ऑफ अ लाइन, then slope is given by m and m is equal to tan theta. Okay. So slope of a line is tan of inclination of that line. Okay. Slope can be positive or negative. So slope is positive if theta is acute and slope is negative if theta is obtuse. So let us find out formula for slope of line if 2 points on the line are given. Suppose 2 points are P1, which is x1, y1, and P2, which is x2, y2. So basically there are two cases. The first case is if the line has positive inclination. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and P1 is this point and P2 is this point. ठीक है. ये x1 y1 है और ये x2 y2. ठीक है. तो स्लोप क्या होगा? अगर मैं यहाँ से एक पैरेलल लाइन ले लूं तो ये एंगल जो थीटा होगा. सो व्हाट आई हैव डन हियर, आई हैव ड्रॉन अ लाइन पैरेलल टू एक्स एक्सिस फ्रॉम पॉइंट P1. सो this angle is theta and this is also the inclination of this line, because if I extend this line here, it will make the same angle theta with the positive x-axis. Okay. So tan of theta is slope in this particular case. So this is case 1 where theta is acute. अगर थीटा एक्यूट है तब कितना स्लोप होगा वो देखते हैं. ठीक है. So this length is x1 and this entire length is x2. So this length will be x2 minus x1. This is x1 and this is x2. Similarly, this length is y1 and this complete length is y2. तो ये जो लेंथ है ये क्या है, y2 माइनस y1 के बराबर है, ठीक है। अब ये इस तरह का कुछ ट्रायंगल बन गया, P2 P1 और सपोज इस पॉइंट को P3 बोल देते हैं, P3। तो ये जो लेंथ है ये कितना है, दिस इज y2 माइनस y1 एंड दिस लेंथ इज x2 माइनस x1। So this angle is theta. So tan theta equal to m is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now let us discuss this case when inclination is greater than 90 degree. So as you can see in this particular case, slope is negative and the angle theta is obtuse. So if this angle is theta, this will be 180 minus theta. This angle is 180 minus theta. Now tan of this angle, tan of 180 minus theta will be equal to, this is y1 minus y2 and this is x2 minus x1. Okay. So this is minus tan theta equal to y1 minus y2 upon x2 minus x1. This will give you tan theta equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. But tan theta is tan of inclination, which is also slope. So in this case also, slope is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So formula for slope is m is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And this formula is valid for both type of inclination, acute as well as obtuse. Okay. So two lines are parallel if their inclinations are same. If so, if we have two lines and both of them are parallel, then both of them will make, suppose this is line 1 and this is line 2. So alpha 1 will be equal to alpha 2. Their inclination will be same, which means that tan of alpha 1 equal to tan of alpha 2, which means that slopes of both the lines will be equal. So two lines are parallel if and only if their slopes are equal. Okay. What is the condition for two lines to be perpendicular?
If they are extended to infinite, they'll never meet.
नहीं, perpendicular कब होंगी लाइंस? तो देखते हैं कब होंगी।
90 degrees.
जब उनके बीच में एंगल 90 डिग्री होगा ना, तो वही पूछा है कि उसकी कंडीशन क्या होगी। सपोज ये लाइन 1 है, दिस एंगल इज अल्फा एंड सपोज दिस इज लाइन 2. So this is line 1 and this is line 2. So angle between both of them is 90 degree. Can you tell me what will be the relationship between beta and alpha? Sorry, let us call it alpha 1 and let us call this alpha 2. इसको alpha 2 बोल देते हैं. So can you tell me what will be the relationship between alpha 2 and alpha 1? Alpha 1 is the inclination of line 1 and alpha 2 is inclination of line 2. So इस triangle में alpha 2 is an exterior angle. So alpha 2 will be equal to 90 plus alpha 1.
So they will be complementary.
Alpha 2 will be equal to 90 plus alpha 1. Okay. So tan of alpha 2 will be tan of 90 plus alpha 1. Or we can say that tan of alpha 2 will be equal to, this is cot of alpha 1, and cot of alpha 1 can be written as 1 upon tan of alpha 1 also. So it will give you tan of alpha 2 will be equal to 1 upon tan of alpha 1, and it will give you tan of alpha 1 into tan of alpha 2 is equal to 1. Means that product of their slopes will be equal to, so condition for two lines to be perpendicular is that their product of their slopes should be equal to 1. So actually tan of 90 plus alpha 1 is not cot of alpha 1, it is minus cot of alpha 1. So it will be minus 1 here. So condition for two lines to be perpendicular to each other is m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. So we can find out the angle between two lines if their slopes are given. So suppose these are two lines L1 and L2 and their inclinations are alpha 1 and alpha 2, which means that their slopes are tan of alpha 1 and tan of alpha 2. So basically these two lines will make two angles with each other. One is theta and another one is phi. So both theta and phi will be complementary to each other. Okay. So two lines make two angles with each other. So if suppose this angle theta is 30 degree, then this phi will be 150 degrees. So one angle is acute and another angle will be obtuse. तो इसमें से एक acute होगा और एक obtuse होगा. तो हम थीटा को कैसे लिख सकते हैं? थीटा कैन बी रिटन एज अल्फा 2 माइनस अल्फा 1. ठीक है, क्योंकि थीटा, if this angle is theta, this is also theta, and in this triangle, let us call it ABC. In triangle ABC, alpha 2 is exterior angle, so alpha 2 will be equal to theta plus alpha 1, which means that theta is alpha 2 minus alpha 1. If we take tan of this, so tan of theta will be tan of alpha 2 minus alpha 1. Now in trigonometry we have already done the formula for tan A minus tan B. So tan A minus tan B is tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A into tan B. Now slopes are m1 equal to tan of alpha 1. Slope of first line is m1, which is tan of alpha 1, and slope of second line is m2, which is tan of alpha 2. So I can substitute m1 and m2 here. So tan theta will be equal to m2 minus m1. In this particular case, tan theta is m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1. Now there is another angle which is phi. So phi को हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं? Phi can be written as 180 minus theta. So this will give you tan of phi is equal to minus tan of theta. तो tan of phi क्या हो जाएगा? Minus tan of theta, which is m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1. So whenever two lines are given and their slopes are given, and we have to find the angle between the two lines. So angle between, there are two angles, theta and phi, and tan theta will be m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1 m2, and tan phi will be m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Now one of these angles will be acute and another one will be obtuse. So tan of acute angle is always less than 0, is always greater than 0. So acute angle between a pair of lines is given by, because it is always positive, so tan theta equal to mod of m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus. So depending on the values of m1 and m2, in this particular case m2 will be more because alpha 2 is more than alpha 1. So in this particular case, theta will be acute and phi will be obtuse. But in general case, if you have m1 and m2, if m1 and m2 are given as the slopes of two lines, then the acute angle between the two lines will be given by tan theta equal to mod of m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1. Now let us do some problems based on this. So basically, these two questions are very simple questions based on the slope, the formula of slope. So we have to find the slope of the lines passing through two these 2 points. Okay, these two pairs of points. Okay. So in first part we have to the 2 points are 3, -2 and -1, 4. And in second case the points are 3, -2 and 3, 4. So please solve these two questions quickly. Okay. Both are direct
So
formula based.
first is -3/2.
तो फर्स्ट केस में कैसे करेंगे, स्लोप जो होगा उसका फॉर्मूला होता है y2 माइनस y1 अपॉन x2 माइनस x1. किसी पॉइंट को 2 मान लो, इसको 2 मान लेते हैं, इसको हम 1 मान लेते हैं. तो y2 माइनस y1 4 माइनस y1 इज -2 अपॉन x2 माइनस x1 -1 माइनस 3. तो ये कितना हो गया, 4 और 2 6, 6 डिवाइडेड बाय -4 विच इज -3/2. सेकेंड केस में अगेन y2 माइनस y1, इसको सेकेंड पॉइंट मान लेते हैं, इसको फर्स्ट पॉइंट मान लेते हैं.
So 6/0.
4 माइनस -2 अपॉन 3 minus 3 which is 0. So slope is 6/0 which is not defined. Okay. So inclination in this particular case will be 90 degree. Tan of 90 degree is not defined. Okay. So inclination in this particular case will be 90 degree. So in this question, it is given that angle between two lines is pi/4, and it is also given that slope of one of the lines is 1/2. So we have to find the slope of another line. So we will use this formula that we derived just now. Tan theta is m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m1 m2 का mod. So m1 is given as 1/2, theta is pi/4, and m1 is 1/2, and we have to find the value of m2. So this is a very good question. Let us solve this question. So tan theta is tan of pi/4 equal to mod of m2 minus m1. m2, let us call it m, minus m1 1/2 upon 1 plus m/2. So tan of pi/4 is 1. So 1 is equal to m minus half upon 1 plus m/2. So mod of this expression, so mod of x equal to 1 means that x can be plus 1 or x can be minus 1 also. So it means that either m minus half upon 1 plus m/2 is equal to 1, or m minus half upon 1 plus m/2 equal to -1. Solve both of them and find the value of m. So in first case, m will be equal to 3. If we solve this equation, you will get m equal to 3. And in the second case, m is equal to -1/3. So we are getting two slopes, which means that there are two possible slopes of other line, which means that there are two different lines which will satisfy this condition. Okay. So let us try to draw a figure and then try to visualize what is going on here. Suppose this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and slope of one of the lines is 1/2. Suppose this is 1/2. Now the another line is making an angle of pi/4 with this line. So now the another line can be this line. This is making an angle pi by 4 with this, or it can also be this line. This is also making an angle pi by 4 with this. So there are two possible lines which will make, so this is which will make an angle of pi by 4 with the given line. This is first line where slope is positive, m is equal to 3. This is second line where slope is negative because inclination is more than 180 degrees. Hope this is clear to all of you. So what is equation of a line? So basically if we have a line, then equation is nothing but a relationship. If we take any point on this line, then its x coordinate, suppose its x coordinate is x and y coordinate is y. So equation is nothing but a relationship between x and y coordinates of all points which are lying on the line. So a relationship satisfied by all the points lying on the line. So relationship between x and y, x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay. So any linear equation in x and y represents a straight line. Any linear equation in x and y represent a straight line. So we will discuss about equation of straight line. Okay. Now, so suppose a line is parallel to y-axis. So what is the equation of this line? So this is a line parallel to y-axis, and basically it is cutting x-axis at a point A. Okay. So equation of this line is x is equal to A, because any point which is lying on this line will satisfy this equation, x is equal to A. Okay. What about this line? A line, a horizontal line, a line parallel to y-axis. If suppose it cuts y-axis at a point B, what will be the equation of this line?
Sir, x equal to 0.
Y equal to B. x इक्वल टू 0 नहीं, y इक्वल टू b. तो इसमें x इक्वल टू 0 भी है और बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स है ना, वो तो केवल इस पॉइंट का x कोऑर्डिनेट 0 है, बाकी काफी सारे पॉइंट्स है जिनके अलग अलग x कोऑर्डिनेट्स है, बट सब में क्या सिमिलैरिटी है सारे पॉइंट्स में कि y कोऑर्डिनेट जो है सबका b के बराबर है. सो दीज वर टू very simple examples. Okay, now let us discuss some complicated examples where the line is making some angle, some acute angle with x-axis. So now suppose you have a line and slope of the line is given. So we have this line and slope of this line is m, and a point on the line is also given. So can you find the relationship between x and y coordinates of any point of this line? So x and y coordinates of any point of this line will satisfy a linear relationship, and we have to find that particular linear relationship, which is also the equation of the line. So कैसे find करेंगे equation of the line? We will take any point x and y on this line. Now we have 2 points on the line. One is x comma y and another one is x naught y naught. So this is a line joining these 2 points x comma y and x naught comma y naught. We know the slope of this, which is equal to m. So m will be equal to y minus y naught, y2 minus y1 upon x minus x naught, x2 minus x naught. तो इक्वेशन क्या हो जाएगी? y इक्वल टू m टाइम्स x माइनस x नॉट प्लस y. So this is the equation of a line in which one point is given as x naught y naught and slope is given as m. Slope of the line is m. Now suppose you have a line whose slope is given as m and y-intercept is also given. So y-intercept means the length of the y-coordinate of the point where the line is cutting y-axis. So y-intercept is given means 1 point 0 comma c, which is given, which is present in the line. Okay, so basically equation of the line will be y minus c upon x minus 0 is equal to m. So y equal to mx plus c. This is also known as slope intercept form. This is known as slope intercept form. Now the next form is intercept form. If suppose a line is given and the x and y intercepts of x and y intercept of the line are given as a and b. So x intercept is a and y intercept is b. Now what will be the slope of this line? Slope is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Let us call it 0.1 and let us call it 0.2. So y2 minus y1 is b minus 0 and x2 minus x1 is 0 minus a. So minus b by a. So slope is minus b by a. And y-intercept is b. So equation of the line is y equal to mx plus y-intercept c. So y is minus b by a x plus b. तो इसको हम लिख सकते हैं ay plus bx is equal to ab, or it can be written as x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So this is another form of equation of line. So we have discussed two important forms, y equal to mx plus c and x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So in general, equation of the straight line will be of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So we can convert it into different forms and we can find its slope, its y-intercept and its x-intercept. So let us first convert it to y equal to mx plus c form. So by will be equal to minus ax minus c, or y equal to, this is capital C, y equal to minus a by b इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब जो इसका y, इसका स्लोप है, slope is equal to minus a by b and y-intercept is capital C minus capital C by. Now Now it can also be written as ax plus by equal to minus c, and if I divide the entire equation by minus c, it will be x upon minus c by a plus y upon minus c by b is equal to 1. So it means that x intercept is minus c by a and y intercept is minus c by. So tomorrow we'll do some problems on straight lines, and then we will start circle, and we'll quickly do circles, and then we'll move on to parabola. Parabola is very important because parabola and quadratic equations are related to each other. As I told you earlier also, the curve corresponding to a quadratic equation is parabola, and you will find the application of parabola and quadratic equation in kinematics when you will study projectile motion. So that is very important. So tomorrow quickly we'll do 2 or 3 questions on straight lines, and then we will quickly complete circles, and then we will move on to parabola. Okay, I will give you some questions. I will post some problems on WhatsApp, some basic problems which I want all of you to attempt on your own. Okay, and tomorrow we'll discuss all those questions. All right, thank you so much.